What's up all my fine girls? No Pimple is Whit here again with another video. So today I'm going to be doing a will I buy it video. I haven't done one of these since like last year March, and honestly I want to start doing them more on my channel. Now I know there's some other people who do these videos like every week. Listen, I can't do that. I can't even sit on this camera and lie like I can commit to that. But you know what? I want to try to do these monthly will I buy it, like just kind of wrap up all the new makeup releases that came out and just talk about am I going to buy it or not, because you know I've been doing my Bring It Back Thursday series and I definitely want to really be financially cautious with the way I spend. And so I feel like these videos are fun to kind of let you guys know like, oh, this is what I want to buy, or you know, I'm going to skip out on this and the reason why. And let me let you guys know something right now. I have not bought one piece of makeup, like not up, like foundation, palette, nothing since December. And it's not like I'm on a no buy. I actually didn't put myself on a no buy. I don't think I've ever put myself on a no buy when it comes to makeup. I just had no desire to really want any new makeup. Now there are a couple of things that I have seen, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute, but like a true desire to just buy stuff, I've actually had none. So pretty much a lot of this stuff in here, I can tell you right now, it's probably gonna be a no. But let's go ahead and go through it. You know, I was gonna give my reason as to why. Okay, so let's head on over to Trend Mood's page. Am I the only one that kind of feels like Trend Mood? Because I've been following Trend Mood since like what, 2014? And I feel like the excitement that I used to get to see when she would post new things is no longer there, because I kind of feel like she don't really care to post things. I'm just like, there's certain things I'm like, this is a new release, how come I haven't seen it on Trend Mood? It's like it'll be delayed, like it's coming days later. Like y'all remember back in the day when like people almost hated the page because she would get to it before the actual brand would actually like officially release it or launch it or show the promo pictures. This is just to start off with, I just saw this news today on social media that Fenty Beauty is going to be going to Ulta. Let me lower my mic down because I want to, oh no, not too low, not too low. Listen, Sephora, for whatever reason, it seems like a lot of people don't like Sephora because the comments are just like, yes, finally. Why don't y'all like Sephora? That's just some news that I saw there. So anybody who likes shopping Fenty Beauty but you don't like to shop at Sephora for whatever reason and you prefer Ulta, I see that they will be going to Ulta when they give a date. They didn't give a date, it just says coming soon. Anyways, let's move on to the first topic. Morphe is up on the list and they are coming out with a new concealer. So the concealer is hydrating, it's brightening, it's long wearing, it's transfer proof, waterproof, and you have 20 shades and it's gonna be retailing for $12. Let's start with the shade range first. The colors here, I don't know if these are all the colors, but you know sometimes like when they do a promo picture, they might not put all the shades in there. But if this happens to be the full shade range, I feel like they could have done a little bit better because some of them shades could go just a little bit darker, okay? And then as far as Morphe goes, like I feel like Morphe at this point, when it comes to complexion, they're just trying their hardest, but it's just not sticking. Like this is not the first concealer that they've released. Like I remember Morphe's first concealer, it didn't really get that much buzz, and then they released another one, I want to say during 2020. I don't know, either way it goes, they've released a couple of complexion products, foundations. I remember when they had like, was it the 60 shades, like they did all this stuff. Listen, I feel like when it comes to Morphe brushes, I just don't feel like people are checking for them when it comes to complexion. Like, you know, the brushes, yes, I'll buy a Morphe brush, okay? Their setting spray, I will buy the setting spray. The eyeshadow palettes, I don't personally buy them these days, but people definitely still buy their stuff. But complexion is just, it just keeps missing. Like, I just want them to just kind of, at this point, I just don't know if this is something that people want from them, because I feel like it's talked about when it's first released, like, you know, people who are reviewing it, just more so like I hear about it in its beginning days of it just being released, but I don't really see people using it like over time, you know? Like you can still watch anybody's makeup tutorial in this day and age, like they're just doing like a regular tutorial, it's not like a review or anything. And I see certain concealers that keep popping up over and over in people's videos, and Morphe's just not one of them. So anyways, that's that with that. Personally, I will not be buying it. I don't really buy from Morphe. The only thing I literally buy from Morphe this day is literally their setting spray. Right now I'm good on brushes, so I don't need any brushes, but yeah. Let's move on to the next item. We'll just go ahead and talk about it. ColourPop is at it again, as per usual. They have a new release at this point every other day. So let's see, what's the new one today? This is their, it's their Glow Getter collection. So you get the Wannabe eyeshadow palette. you get the So Fly eyeshadow palette, and you get the Glow Getter shadow palette. They have some Super Shock shadows, they have some Luxe lip oils, and they have a shimmering powder that's gonna be coming out as well too. Oh, it's already been released, sorry. Oh, it's called the All the Buzz collection, that's what it's called. It's cute. Some of these palettes are cute. I think is it the So Fly one? Yeah, that palette is cute because of that little turquoise shade. But I mean, honestly, you guys already know my stance with ColourPop. I don't really buy from ColourPop. I just feel like they put out way too much stuff way too often. I don't really feel like they actually care to put out good color stories. I feel like at this point, it's just a running joke. Like, I think they know that people joke about this and they're just gonna keep milking the cow and just like, we don't care, we're gonna keep putting stuff out because there is an audience. Like, we talk, like, a lot of people talk shit about ColourPop, but say what you want, people are buying it. That's why they keep putting the stuff out. Like, there's no way, like, no company is gonna keep putting something out and not a single soul is buying it. So that means people are buying their products. And if you go on ColourPop's page, they have a cult following. Like, people religiously comment on their posts. They're happy about it, like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. So people are buying this stuff. That's why they keep doing it. So you know what? It works for them. I'm happy for them. I want everybody to eat. You know, they're making money off of this. And if people want to keep feeding the pockets and keep buying stuff and buying and buying and buying, do you. But for me, I don't want any of this. It's just not really my vibe. Like, and then also these palettes are just, they're just a little light in color and they honestly look a little repetitive. Like the pink palette and the turquoise palette, if you take out that blue from that pink palette, it looks very similar to the blue one right next to it. And same thing with the yellow one. Take out that dark brown, like a lot, just the whole collection is just a no for me. All right, so the next one up here is the brand called Peachy Queen Cosmetics, and they're coming out with a Betty Boop palette. It looks like it's a Valentine's Day palette, but it's with like Betty Boop on there. The palette, it doesn't look bad. It's just not really appealing to me. I mean, it just doesn't look as interesting to me. So it's gonna be a pass for me. Also, it's $33, and I just think that's a no for me. I don't know. It just doesn't look that interesting to me. I mean, it's not a bad looking palette, but I'm just not drawn to it. Let's see, what else? Oh, this is fun. This isn't necessarily makeup, but I have been loving perfume. And Black Opium is coming out with a new flanker to their original Black Opium. And this is gonna be the Green Eau de Parfum. Oh, sorry, the Black Opium Illicit Green Eau de Parfum by YSL. So let's read the notes. So it's part of the Warm and Spicy family. Or the Warm and Spicy fragrance family, and it's gonna be a warm, sweet, gourmand type of perfume. And the key notes are gonna be green mandarin, fig, and coffee. That coffee low-key sounds very, very interesting. I like things that have like coffee notes. Personally, for me, I would have to smell this because I'm not a Black Opium person. Not that I don't dislike it, but like there's people who love Black Opium. Like when I say a lot of fragrance videos talk about how amazing this perfume is, I have smelled it in person a couple of times. I'm just not really wowed by it. I don't think it's a bad smell, but it's not, I don't get the wow factor that a lot of people get from Black Opium. So I guess like that, how that feeling that I feel for that is kind of rubbing off on this. But I wouldn't say that this is not gonna be a good scent, but I think because I'm just not really into the whole Black Opium, like I don't feel moved to have this, but it's something that I actually am interested in smelling just because of that coffee note. I wanna see how they all like kind of tied all that in together. But yeah, they're gonna be coming out with a new one and I'm not really pressed to own this, so yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna move on. We have the new KVD Beauty concealer, the Good Apple concealer. This is going to be a full coverage, so it's good, and they said it's good for all skin types. It's extreme longwear and lightweight. It's hydrated and has a skin-like finish. It has apple extract and raspberry stem cell to nourish. It has a unique applicator. I feel like that applicator, don't that look like the, where is that at? Doesn't that look like the one size applicator? Don't look like that, so I'm confusion. The applicator literally looks like, okay. Anyways, they said it's a unique concealer brush. I think it looks just like the one size one. Anyways, let's see, what else is it saying? And it has interlaced pigments to create a smooth, crease resistant coverage. You get 32 shades and it's gonna be $28. Personally for me, I don't want this because I don't really buy complexion products. like ever. If you guys are new to my channel, I worked at Sephora. I worked there for 7 years, and within that time I accumulated a lot of stuff from working there. I have way too many foundations. Like, I probably can count that. I think out of my entire foundation collection, I probably bought like 10 of them, and I have like well over, like, I feel like at this point like well over 50 foundations. Same thing with concealers. I don't buy concealer because I got so much for free. So although I don't work there anymore, I have so much stuff that I have not even touched. So I don't typically feel the need to buy any new complexion products. And also complexion, although I love it, it adds to the overall makeup look. It's not my favorite, sorry, I have to make sure I'm in focus. It's not my favorite part of my makeup routine. Eyeshadow is, that's why you guys see a lot of videos related to eyeshadow palettes. So I like buying palettes, even though I have way too many. I like buying that. Any other category of makeup when it comes to like blush, foundation, eye concealer, lipstick, lip gloss, like right now in this moment in my life, I don't have a desire to go out and buy those things. So for me, when I see like new concealer, new skin products, I really have no desire to own any of it. So it's gonna be a no for me. It sounds nice, to be honest, and KVD Beauty used to be that girl, you know, until the owner became very problematic and she got booted out. And I think they're trying to, you know, kind of make a comeback in a sense. You know, it's slowly but surely getting there. But yeah, for me, this is gonna be a pass, but it sounds like it'll be a good concealer. Like, it's gonna be a nice full coverage concealer. It's not gonna look too creasy or heavy based off of the claims that they're saying this concealer is. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. We are at 17 minutes and I haven't even touched nothing. Okay, we've only talked about like 4 products. We have to move on. Another ColourPop product. So ColourPop is coming out with pressed face powders, or they already did. And these are $14 each. They have 42 shades. The powders look like they go deep. They look like they go dark. They don't have all the shades in this picture, I guess. But, or do they? Wait a minute. How many shades is this? Yeah, 42 shades. No, sorry, no, they don't. They don't have 42 shades. It says 18 skin perfecting shades developed and perfected for 42 plus skin tones. Okay, so it's kind of like a product that's like a multi-purpose in a sense, or it can cover like a couple of shades. So I would say, I mean, shade range is horrible. If I'm looking at it, now that I'm seeing this looks horrible. Like, I don't even want to talk about this. So you mean to tell me Black people are wrapped up into just 3 shades? Because I just see 3 deeper shades, and every other skin tone you're able to get that many shades to work for. I don't even know if I like ColourPop, to be honest. Like, I don't know how I feel about them, because they do things that really does kind of like low-key annoy me. Did they just really wrap Black people up into 3 shades? Okay, let me move on. And I'm talking, you know, there can be light-skinned Black people and there can be dark-skinned Black people. I'm talking about people my color and darker. I didn't know that we were wrapped up into 3 shades. I'm gonna move on, because the time is ticking. We're at 19 minutes of footage, and I've only talked about 5 products, so I'm definitely gonna have to cut a lot of this stuff out. Okay, so let's talk about Clarity Cosmetics. They're coming out with a new palette called the Bloom palette, and it's gonna be coming out next month. Actually, they haven't released it just yet. Of course, I'll be buying that palette. I love Clarity, okay? I love them as a brand. I think they've come a long way, really, from last year, because I think after their So Mermazing palette got so much negative feedback as far as like it arriving damaged, and also a lot of people didn't like the matte shades in there. It just felt like they were all kind of repetitive and they were just really light, and a lot of people couldn't work with them. This palette right here looks stunning. Like, I am excited to get my hands on this and play with this. So I'm definitely gonna be buying that palette. Okay, so up next is Plain and Makeup by Yolando. She's coming out with a new palette, and I believe it's called the Love Epidemic palette. It's like a pink, purple, red themed palette, very on theme for Valentine's Day. I want to say this is coming out on Valentine's Day, or like around that time. Of course, there's no price. That's typically how she does her releases. I really don't like that she does it that way. I don't like finding out the price of the product the moment that I'm gonna buy it, because it's like, I like to budget. So that's that with that. It looks pretty, it looks cute. I did ask in my community tab what you guys thought about the palette, and I am interested in it. I don't know if I would buy it right away. I feel like I'll wait till she has like Easter sale or a Mother's Day or Memorial Day sale. I feel like that's when I would want the palette. But I mean, it doesn't look bad. It is primarily mattes, and I do like a palette that has a lot of mattes in there, but I feel like for that color, I kind of would have wanted just a little more shimmers in there when I think about it, like just a little more of a balanced mix. So this is something that I wouldn't say no to completely, but as of right now, it's going to be a no for me. And honestly, you know how like when you say no to something sometimes and then time goes by and then you just have no desire to buy it anymore? I'm hoping that's what happens, so that way I can just save even more money. But yeah, so that's that with the Plain Makeup by Yolando palette. We're gonna go over to the Indie Makeup Hotspot because Trend Mood is posting some boring stuff. Okay, so Adept Cosmetics. I have seen them quite a bit here on YouTube from other people's channels. It looks interesting. I don't really have a need for like a multi-chrome, duochrome palette that's like all shimmers of that. And I feel like the reason that is because once I got my Cliona singles, I was good to go. Like, I am content with that, and I pick those up when I want to use them. And honestly, after a while, a lot of these multi-chromes are gonna be the same. Like, a lot of brands kind of have like that same blue, green, purple shift, that orange, red, pink shift. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, they all start to look the same. So I'm just like, this is why I'm just spending money just to spend money. Like, no. I feel like my Cliona singles are perfect for me. I have my JD Glow singles as well. They're good enough for me. I'm able to create the looks that I want to create with them, so it's gonna be a no for the Adept one. It does look really pretty, but I think I'm good on that. Colored Rain is coming out with some new palettes. So this is their collection of 4 eyeshadow palettes. You get the Wealthy, the Pretty, the Sunset, and the Natural. I think these palettes are so beautiful. Like every last one of them, all 4 of them look really pretty. I feel like the color stories are beautiful on all of them. Personally, for me, it's gonna be a no, just because I don't really feel the need to own them. Also, like I've said, Colored Rain then changed up their formula a little bit. So I think I'm still just traumatized from when I got that Vivid Pigments palette last year. Or not last year, sorry, 2020 is when I got it. And I'm just like, what the heck is this? Like, what is this? So I just haven't really been drawn to buy any of their new stuff, but I think this is so pretty, but I think I'm just gonna skip on this. How much do these retail for? These are $16 each. They're not bad. They're not bad. Okay. All right, let's move on. Okay, so the last thing I think I'm going to talk about today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. They're coming out with lip liners and I guess new lipsticks. So they have 18 full pigment lip liners for $18 each, and they have 16 matte and satin lipsticks for $23 each. These colors look really pretty. Like the lip liners, the lipsticks, they look so pretty. But yet again, I'm really in a place where this stuff does not excite me anymore. Lipstick is not something that I care to buy. Lip liner, I have the ones that I like to buy over and over, the same brown lip liner to do my same boring old nude lip gloss type of lip color. So it's gonna be a no for me, but they do look pretty, and if I was in the market for like a new lipstick, I definitely would look their way. But I think right now, it's not something that I want. I don't need it. When I say I have so much stuff, like so much stuff, you guys. And I really don't get to wear it. Like the day, like y'all do realize that I really only wear makeup when I'm filming. So a lot of the times I'm like not even using my stuff. Like that's what's crazy. That's why I'm just like, I want to film more so that way I can like use up my stuff, because I work from home. Like my regular job, I work from home. YouTube obviously is a work from home type of job. My school is primarily online. I think I go to class like, no, not I think, I know. I go to class like once a week. So I don't, and even then I'm not wearing makeup to go to class. Like it's like evening class. So I don't really have chances to wear makeup. Like I don't really go places unless I'm like going out with friends or like out to eat. And it's not like I'm doing that all the time. So really, I wear makeup when I film. So that's why I just don't feel the need to be buying everything. Like I love my palettes. That's like my one thing that I will buy and I don't care. But I feel like I have calmed down in the amount that I'm buying, so I don't feel so bad and so guilty. But anyways, yes, that's just my little spiel, little rant. That is so focus. Okay. Anyways, that is my little spiel and little rant, okay? So I hope you guys, am I ashy? Oh, I thought it was ashy, girl. Anyways, that's my little spiel, my little rant, okay, on the new makeup releases. I feel like a lot of things that came out this month were quite boring, nothing really just exciting except for like that Clarity palette, which I really want, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below anything that you're gonna be picking up or you're not gonna be picking up. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.